A solar flare last week sparked the northern lights, or aurora borealis, being visible as far down as southern England, but experts have said this was a minor event compared to the impact a major storm on a similar scale to the first one ever recorded, in 1859, would have. This storm, generally known as the Carrington event after one of the astronomers who spotted it, resulted in the southern lights, or aurora australis, being visible as far north as Queensland in northern Australia. In addition, telegraph systems failed and some telegraph operators getting electric shocks. Getty solar storms are usually the result of a coronal mass ejection. Solar storms are usually the result of a coronal mass ejection, CME, whereby billions of tons of plasma explodes out of the Sun. Earth is affected if it happens to be aimed in our direction. Professor Mike Hapgood co-authored a report on the subject published by the Royal Academy on Engineering in 2013. He said it was too unreasonable to think a storm on the scale of the Carrington event occurred roughly every 100 years, meaning we are already overdue another one. Such an event today would have an impact both nationally and internationally, he said. We are taking this very seriously. Getty, the visibility of the northern lights, seen here in Finland, can be enhanced by solar storms. We need to be prepared for something like this happening again because it could have a major impact. Scientist Professor Mike Hapgood: we need to be prepared for something like this happening again because it could have a major impact. The 2013 report suggests that a modern Carrington event could knock out sections of the UK's electricity grid, disrupt satellites with a knock-on effect on global positioning systems, GPS, and interfere with mobile networks and emergency communications. He said, I think one sector which would definitely find it difficult is the emergency services, which have come to rely on GPS. Losing that could slow them down a lot. Mr. Hapgood said various agencies were now working together across international borders to try and look at ways of safeguarding the areas which would be at risk. Getty: another image of a CME, taken from the Skylab space station in 1973. Space scientists are researching ways of predicting when CMEs are likely to happen, although he acknowledged that this was difficult. Nevertheless, he said, it's a bit like the Millennium Bug. Everyone said nothing happened, but that was because there was so much preparation for it. Bob Rutledge, a forecaster at the NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center, said it was very difficult to predict precisely what would happen given that nothing of the magnitude of the 1859 event had happened since, but he predicted it would likely have some pretty serious consequences. It is absolutely a risk.